Hey people, good morning, and I'm super excited to be on your screen today. As you all know, this is Dr. Richard A. Weld. I will be your host for this section. I don't want to believe that somebody watching me this morning, you will stay tuned to the end of this section. Because when you look around the nation today, you will see one thing that is missing. We have all the natural resources. God have blessed this great nation, Nigeria. But we have bad leadership. We have people who don't care about you, don't care about me. If we actually have good leadership, you will realize that this great nation, Nigeria, will be a better place for us. For example, if you move all the Nigerians to America today within the space of 10 years, they will still mess up the system. They will savage the system. Bring all the Americans to Nigeria within the space of 10 years, Nigeria will become a new America in Africa. You know why? Because they have good leadership. Good leadership sustain, good leadership build. So today I have somebody who you would love to listen to, somebody that have been there in the train of leadership. He has been there in the train of leadership for many years. He have idea what leadership is all about. So we have on the studio Dr. Kisley. And before then, listen people, I want you to do me a favor. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you are not following us on our Facebook, you are not watching our video, you are not watching our reels, hey, I want to tell you something that you are missing a whole lot. You're really missing something. I challenge you, I dare you to go subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch our Facebook page, our video. You will be so amazed what you will learn. Entertaining, educative, interesting is something that you will learn something from at the end of the day. Without wasting much of your time, I have a very wonderful man of God that have good track record in the area of leadership. And today we'll be talking of discovering leadership or discovering leaders. Man of God, Pastor Kisley, I want to say welcome to the show for today. Welcome aboard.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure.
Thank you, sir. So I want to introduce yourself to the people so that maybe probably you can also give them your social media handle for them to follow you and for them to say more. I mean, you can go ahead and introduce yourself so that you can tell the people more about you. Thank you so much, sir.
All right. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Just as you have heard, my name is Kingsley Omobude Ewere. I'm a leadership expert. I'm also a pastor, a resident pastor with Foundation of Truth Assembly, Aja. I am a passion of leadership. I have that strong passion to raise leaders, to build leaders, to develop leaders, because we believe that leaders are not born, leaders are made. And that's why we, from among young people, we are doing a lot of training to see that leaders are made from the new generation, the upcoming generation, to change the terrain, to produce a change in the things we are seeing in our generation. So my passion is to see that we have the needed change in leadership in our society and our nation in general.
All right, Pastor Kisley, I want to welcome you to the show again today, and I want to believe God that like as I said earlier in my introduction, I said take all the leaders in Nigeria to America. Within the space of 10 years, they will salvage that country. Bring all the leaders in America to Nigeria within the space of 10 years, they will make Nigeria a new America in Africa.
Big facts.
Or even faster, yeah? So within your years of, having the passion for leadership, how can you describe the leaders we have in this country, Nigeria? How can you describe it with other leaders we have in other nations around the world?
Thank you so much. Now, it's good to know that leadership is basically not about position.
It's not about position.
No. Leadership is about disposition. So
What do you mean when you say leadership is not about position, it's about disposition?
Yes.
Can you break it down so that the people can understand?
So
if you can stay close with your mic a little bit, that will help.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So what I mean is that when people attain leadership just to occupy a position or to lay hold on power for just the sake of power, they don't fulfill the purpose of leadership.
Okay.
So leadership has more to do than position.
Okay.
In fact, positional leadership is the least kind of leadership any man can desire to have. If you don't have the right disposition for leadership, you will mess it up. What is the right disposition for leadership? Number one, there must be a heart for the people. If you don't have a heart for the people, no matter the position you are occupying, you will certainly want to get things for yourself. And that's what we see in our nation today. Our leaders they're just there for the sake of themselves, not for the sake of the people.
Okay.
So leadership is about ability to influence people to fulfill a specific goal. Influencing people positively in building and fulfilling a specific goal is leadership.
Okay. So when you talk about position cannot qualify, let me try to understand that leadership is not about positioning, right? Is that what you say?
Yes, it's not about position.
It's not about position. But somebody might be watching us online right now and said, you cannot actually be a leader when you are not in position. Is it possible to be a leader when you are not in position?
Okay, thank you. You see, position gives you the platform to exhibit leadership, the leadership ability in you.
Okay.
When you are in position, it gives you the platform to exhibit the leadership ability inside of you. Okay. It's not the position that makes the leader. It's not your being the position that makes a leader, but your leadership ability is what determines what you do when you have that position.
Okay. Will you call the people in government, like the president, the governor, the Senate, everyone in the arm of government, will you call them leaders?
Okay. So when you attain that position, the position gives you the platform to show your leadership ability, to show your leadership skill, to show whether you have the heart of a leader. So when you don't exhibit that shows that you are just there as a figurehead, or basically because of what you want to get, not for the sake of the people. So leadership is about the people.
Leadership is about the people.
Yes.
So is that the reason why people don't trust the politicians?
Yes, one of the major reasons why, because you see that they've been there and they don't have a heart for the people. They have a heart for themselves.
Okay.
So when you are in a leadership position and you forget the reason why you are there, and you don't fulfill the primary reason why you are there, then you have lost the purpose of leadership.
Okay. So now, there's this book I read some time ago, and it said the reason why people don't trust the politicians is because they are not to be trusted. All right. And this is why in most part of the world, a lot of people, let's just use our country as an example.
Yes,
I think here is a practical proof where leadership failed. When we talk about failing leadership, here is where we should use as an example.
Fantastic.
Well, this is already 2025, and the people are not concerned about how you and I feel. Everything revolves around them, around their interests. This is already 2025. People are already planning election for 2027. When you talk about leadership and the young generation, now, how does that transcend to the life of the youth we have today. We have a grown-up man who is let's not even use a father, is like a state-headed person in the country who is in power.
Yes.
He knows that he does not have more than 5-10 years to live again. He's siphoning fund, taking all of this fund to oversee. You know, for me, sometimes I see it as foolishness, because if you can use all of this money to develop your country, you create more jobs, you create more opportunity for people, you create a flexible business environment for business owners to swing around them and still make profit at the end of the day. Now, when I run through your team, you talk about young people, talk about how leadership can influence young people, and looking at the state of the nation today. How do you think the current leadership is impacting the young people in our society?
All right, thank you. You see, looking at the state of a nation today, our present leadership are impacting the young people negatively.
Okay.
You know, leadership is by example.
Okay.
True leaders show examples.
Every true leader showed true example, right?
Yes, yes. So if you see what the leaders in our nation today are portraying, they're not portraying the right values.
Okay.
Every true leader must portray the right values for the younger generation to follow. Today we see our leaders showcasing that, what is needed is power, money, corruption. That with corruption you can get to anywhere. With power, with money, you can influence things negatively. These are wrong examples. So some young people today don't want to even go to school. They feel that, why do I have to go to school? All I need is to go and get money and somewhere and I acquire leadership ability. They don't want to develop themselves. That's why you see celebrities that are living long lives are being celebrated.
Okay.
You know, and so this younger generation feel that, so what is the need to now develop myself? What is the need for me to be responsible? Because I talk a lot about taking responsibility to young people. One of the reasons why we see a lot of failures starting from the homes, among parents and our society, is because of lack of responsibility. And I always say that responsibility is responding to the ability of God inside of you.
That's right.
Responding to the ability of God inside of you. So younger generation today don't see, okay, why should I take responsibility? I can go and find a way of getting money anyhow, defrauding people and getting to the top, and everybody is corrupt. That's some of their mindsets. But we must set things right. So that's why we let these young people know, no, you need to start living the right life by taking responsibility. Be responsible for yourself. The abilities inside of you that God has put into you, that you must align with and develop. So developing those abilities is what will make you the right leader that the world we want to see, or that will produce a change in our generation.
Okay, we have people over time who theoretically talk about leadership, and over time, when you get those people in the position of leading others, when they are exposed to some certain things in life, it looks as though all the year this guy have been talking, teaching about leadership. Does it mean that he doesn't practice it by himself or to himself? Now, why do I say that?
Okay.
I once have a friend who is will I say a leader? Let me use the word a leader,
Okay.
but not really a good leader.
Okay.
And at some point in his life, everybody want to identify with him because he has all what it takes to be a coach on the leadership field. He can coach anybody until he was exposed to the real position, where you have to demonstrate the true exercise of leadership, and he failed.
Wow.
How do you narrate that kind of situation? Because this is what we have today in our society. We have people who will go outside on a campaign ground, tell the people, if you vote me into the office, we'll do this, we'll do that. And obviously, the cheap ones out there, will be convinced easily. And they go out there and vote for them. The moment they get into that seat of leadership, it looks as though that seat is not as easy as they think it will. Some of them will say, I will never compromise. There's a state in Nigeria today where we have, is it a Reverend Father who was, I don't know if he's a Reverend Father today, who is a governor. And a whole lot of things is happening around the state. And he's not doing anything about it. He's not saying anything about it. And this person go out there to talk about leadership, to preach about leadership, to give quote about leadership. But the moment you bring this individual from the place of theory, look at the practical here, it becomes a different ballgame entirely. I will want to know, and the people watching us might also want to know, what could be the cause where people theoretically give all kind of promises, but the moment they get into that seat of the real leadership where they need to exercise and demonstrate what they've learned over the years, or what they've been, talked over the years, the case totally becomes different. How do you narrate this situation?
Yeah, so that's a very practical issue. First of all, it's not about the theory. It's not talk is cheap. Anybody can talk.
That's right.
But to do the talk, walk the talk, that makes you the man, that makes you the leader. So it's very important for anyone who says, I want to do this, I will do this, or I can do this, or this is this, to go out there and do it. And so it is your doing it that makes you the leader.
Okay.
That makes you the true leader. It's not about what you have said. But practically, we know that in our country, we have, just like you have said, we have seen people who have said, oh, when I get there, I will do this, I will do this, and they get there, they don't do anything, or they don't do, or what even, they don't do anything. So there are several reasons to that. Number one, there could be a force of external influence.
External influence?
Yes.
Okay.
External influence, I mean by, for one person to change a group of people, it takes tenacity. It takes consistency. It takes persistency for you to say, this is what we want to do, and you continue to say, this is what we want to do.
So are you saying that at some point in the office or in the train of leadership,
yes,
a leader can actually bow down to pressure of the group of people that works around his office?
If he's not so confident or so strong on his principles.
Right.
They say if you don't stand for something, you fall for everything.
You fall for everything.
Yeah. So there must be a level of conviction of what you want to do.
Okay.
Because when you get to that power, the truth is that so many options will come.
All right.
So falling for several options might be, or most times, is because of the strength of your conviction.
Okay.
So if 10 people brings different options, now you have your own option, you have your own principle that now 10 people are fighting against. So for you to overcome those 10 different options and not yield is the strength of your own conviction. So sometimes we need to look at the strength of the conviction of the people.
That's right.
Not just the word of the mouth, but what is the mindset that those things have been said. Okay. And how convinced are you that you can actually achieve or do those things?
Okay. All right. Somebody is asking me right now, he's saying, what are the true character of a leader?
Okay. Yes, thank you. The first character, there can be several characters, good characters of leader. The first one is vision. Every true leader must have a clear vision. Mm-hmm. It's your vision that determines your mission, that determines your pursuit. Okay. Your vision that determines what you want to do. So how strong your vision is, or how clear, let me use that, how clear and specific your vision is, also goes a long way to determine what you do. Okay. But apart from vision, another quality or character that cannot be overemphasized is integrity. Integrity. And that's what is missing in our country. Integrity is missing. Integrity is simply doing what you say you want to do. Doing the things you know it is right, even when nobody is watching you. Holding on to your principles, holding on to the promise that you have said is integrity. So a lot of leaders now in our country lack that integrity. So many compromise is a product of lack of integrity. So integrity is one of the major qualities that every true leader must have. Okay. Very clear.
These are the character, yeah?
Yes.
So what are the quality?
Yeah, so when we say quality and character, they are interwoven.
Okay.
You can use it for at different and the same way at different times.
Okay.
So integrity is part of it. Honesty is still part of integrity.
Okay.
I've mentioned vision.
Okay.
You must be a man of vision. You must be a people person. You have a right heart for the people. Earlier on I talked about people. Leadership is about people. Anyone who wants to be a true leader must have the heart of the people.
So do you want to say that most of the leaders we have in Nigeria today, they don't have vision? Because in the office of a leader, yes, most leaders fail when they don't understand what vision is all about. Number two, when they don't understand what purpose is all about.
Yes.
Number three, where they don't even understand what the office they occupy is all about.
Yes.
Like you said earlier on, Pastor Kisley,
yes,
you said something very profound. A lot of people get into office, get into power, they don't even know why they are going there.
Very true.
They just want that signature to be on their profile.
Very true.
That in so year I was the president of this. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Some are power drunk. They just want to get there. They just want to see themselves there.
Very true.
Are you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
How do we start, do we now have to be very careful? Because even look, this whole thing of leadership in our country today is messy, is crazy, because we live in a system where you don't even vote anybody in. The next thing you are seeing them in the office. And these people are so corrupt. They can buy anything, Bible. They can buy their way there. They can manipulate anything. And at the end of the day, the people, the masses are crying. So do you know what is currently happening in our society today? Look at the inflation of prices outside.
Too much.
Look at everything around the world today. You go to market, you want to buy something, you return back home with headache. You cannot even afford 100,000 cannot give you anything. Anything. When you go to is it the supermarket? Is it the marketplace or the local bush market? It cannot get you anything. How do we start solving this problem? We live in a situation, we live in a country where we are not producing anything. And the only thing we produce, the oil we produce, some group of people are just there siphoning the money. This money is not in circulation. And you know the most painful part of it? They will come to your screen and start giving figures, record, things that they didn't even do.
Which are fake.
Fast track them. You cannot even see. Do you know why I cry for this nation? Because I once had an interview with a young, vibrant man. I said, what will happen to you when you get to office. He said to me, well, there is nothing new. I'm just going to make sure I have enough storage financially that, my family and my generation, next generation will live on. So you see how the young people have practically been influenced negatively by the leaders we have currently. You get what I'm saying? So this thing become a disease. Let me use the word, virus that is eating up all the system. It's not a virus that is in all the system. Look at a young man out there. He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to learn trade because he believes that if he can find his way into this system called the government,
he will acquire money.
And they buy them. They in any way they can, they just buy themselves there. So you can see the corruption is not even on the high level. Now it's some of the people below the foundation level is also corrupt.
Yes.
How do we start fixing them? Who is the man that is going to influence these people positively? Because I was glad when I read through, your scope of what we want to talk about today, and I saw young people, leadership passing to the young people, rediscovering leadership. How do we start discovering good leaders of integrity? Because there's something in the Bible. If you study the life of Joseph,
yes,
Joseph didn't bow down to any pressure of any kind.
True.
Why? Because integrity.
True.
At some point, you always hear him say, I fear God. I can't do this evil
or wickedness
before my God. Now, the people you elect there, they don't even have regard for you. They can call the army when you want to go out and protest. They can call the army and say, hey, finish people and take them in. How do you narrow down this whole thing? Because to me, when we want to talk about leadership in Nigeria, it got me so upset because it's not working.
Yes, thank you. The negative influence did not start today. It has been on for a while.
Okay.
And to also change it will not be a day's job. It will take a period, and it will take a revolution. So that's why people like us, we are in a very great dimension, influencing the younger generation.
Okay.
Influencing the upcoming generation. Because in another 10 years, in another 20 years, what is going to be the state of this country?
But do you now see, even if you are waiting for these people to pass on, they are not going anywhere anytime soon. And they are not ready to give chance to the young generation to take over leadership.
Yes.
Even the ones they are giving space, they've already corrupted them. They've influenced them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. So that's why there's a need for a strong force of change from those who believe that they can produce the change. A wise man said, if good men fold their hand and do nothing, evil will remain.
If good men fold their hand and do nothing, evil will remain. Wow.
So if we have those who knows we can change this narrative, but they are keeping quiet. They are not doing anything. We still have that few percentage. The scripture talks about the remnant in the land. So we still have the few percentage who can, and most times to change a country, you don't actually need the majority. You need, there's what the 2080 principle. You understand? You need some set of people who will arise and begin to influence the society. Like I said earlier, it might take some time, but the change will begin to be obvious. There are different kinds of change. You have the radical change. You have the change that takes time.
Do you actually believe there will be a change in this country?
Well,
Do
because
you no, let's be
realistic.
realistic. Let's be practical. Most young people, vibrant young people
Yes.
that have tried to push for change, it's either they silence them, they
Yes.
lock them, they just look for one way or the other to silence their voice.
Yes, we've seen that. But you know, the truth is that things it might take some time, but things will not remain the same.
For how long are we going to be in this pain?
Well,
it is agony.
That's what is actually known by only God.
People know, because do you know, I used to say this, I always say this thing, not even I used to. You see, the Bible said the earth has it given to the sons of men.
Yes.
God is not going to come down to Nigeria.
Yes. He has given us.
And make leadership work for Nigeria. Do you know why? God has given the earth to me and you to rule, to control, right?
Yes.
And this is one reason why 2027 will be here now.
Just 2 years.
If all the Christians in the land let them fast, let them pray, let them call for night vigil, just like what happened during the last election, where you have one candidate. You know, it was not like more or less like, you know, religion to religion stuff, and it wasn't supposed to be. You see, God don't get himself involved in dirty games like politics. It can only be our fight. And those that want to fight this fight, they silence them.
Yeah, so that's why, because of the question you asked.
Yes, sir.
People have been, those who want to produce the change have been silent.
Okay.
But new ones will emerge. These other people that have been silent, they are not giving up. They are still going to come out again. How long will they keep them silent?
How many backup do they say? No matter your vision,
yes,
no matter your dreams, if you don't have the resources,
true,
you are restrained, you are limited. These people have access to all the channels. You see, it's a battle.
It's a battle. No, that's the word.
It's a battle. You see, you know, when I saw the team, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to be a host about it, but I just have to, because there are people out there right now, pains running through their veins. You know, we are being oppressed every day.
Very true. But you also know that, yes, the pain can linger for years. But one day there will be an end. When is the one day?
Yes.
Is what we are talking about.
Yes.
And because of the kind of leaders who have silenced the people that want to produce a change, they are like extending that one day. You know. So that's why we say, but my stand is that for everyone who believe in true leadership, who believe that there can be a change, should not give up, should not keep quiet. We still have to keep talking.
We have been fighting.
We can't stop fighting.
I watched a documentary of a young man who is always out there protesting.
Yes.
You know. That man has been fighting for a better Nigeria
for a long time now.
For a very long time. That man should be over 50 now, or maybe close to 50. He's still fighting. Very soon, the bones will be weak. At what point is it until we receive that phone call that everybody in our family, God forbid, you know, has gone to meet with the Lord as a result of hunger strike, or you know, as I speak to you now,
yes,
I'm pain because there are a lot of people out there on the streets. Do you know Even on my way coming here this morning,
Yes.
I saw a beggar. He said, "Sir, don't give me money. Just help me pay for bread." Is that bad? Is that bad that people cannot even afford 1 square meal? How would they even get it? What is even square about it? You have young people today ready to get into any kind of thing just to have
Make ends meet.
yes on their table. You have young ladies flying out of the country. They don't even care. Even if you tell them this and this is what you are coming to do, they are not scared.
Scared.
They are telling you,
I just want to leave this country.
at least it's better than where I am at the moment. Do you know what hunger can do to a nation?
No, it's bad.
And we are talking about leadership. Leaders who don't even know if they have followers. They are just there to enrich themselves. They are there for their selfish, manipulative interests. I don't want to be a part of that.
No. If we don't keep talking about leadership, especially to the younger generation or the upcoming generation, there will be a conclusion in the heart of the upcoming generation that what they see, what our present leaders have portrayed, is what leadership is. You are just there for the sake of power, for the sake of money. So, but when we need to the reason why we need to talk about leadership, true leadership, right leadership to the younger generation, because we know there's a need for a change.
You know something.
But that change might not be sudden. But
is it until you have why is it changed? There is a way these people have catch up the system.
True.
In such a way, the system, you can't go outside this system for days without returning back to the system. What am I trying to say? If they say, let's go out for protest now, they will allow you to go out. Because they know how they've captured the system, that every average Nigerian, can never survive without going to work for 1 week, without going to their business for 1 week. At some point, all of them will like, oh boy.
If you can't beat them, join them.
This is my 1 week of being on the street. My kids have not eaten.
I need to. So some people, 1 week is even too much. 3 days.
So the system has been designed in such a way that you must go out every day to get your daily bread. That is how it is being designed. So when you are telling somebody today there's no movement, the first they will just look at, okay. They are not really staying back because they want to join you. They are staying back maybe because some of them have some things to do in their house. Second day, maybe some of them will just come on social media and just rant a little bit. Third day, you start seeing comment like, oh boy, tomorrow I want to go open my shop. Because the system have enslaved almost all the average Nigerian. That you have to depend on these people, not even for ends need, but just for freedom. Like, okay, please, let's end this so that we can all go out and continue our day. Nigerians are not ready to go through the eye of a needle for freedom.
Yeah, so it's the survivor mindset is strong than fighting for that change. So the picture you just painted now is that most Nigerians are satisfied with that. We just have to just keep surviving.
They are not satisfied. It's because they have no other option. A man can be wearing a suit like you are wearing now, but the man is sweating. I'm not, what I mean sweating, like, he's just wearing it just to cover, just to make it look good. But deep inside that man, sir,
Challenges, issues that have been that could have been avoided if we have true leadership.
look,
If we have true leadership. So
it's been a long time I watched news because everything you see on the news is what they want to see, not what you want to see. So it's beyond on the basic of addicted news. They addict it before they give it out to you to see.
That's very true.
If there are television stations today that give it raw to you, that station becomes their number one enemy. They will look for a way to shut it down. When last did you hear of AIT today?
That's it.
So how do you think there is hope for a better Nigeria?
Well, like I said earlier, because
people are watching us. We are live now.
Yes, like I said earlier, there's always hope for a tree even when it's cut down. The scripture says, So there's hope for a better Nigeria.
In this generation, or maybe after this generation, or is it?
Okay, so that's why I said I can answer that. I can answer that, but there's certainly hope for a better Nigeria. Those who believe that the system can change should not stop.
They should not stop.
They should not stop.
So if every one of us are saying those who believe, well, why are we not believing? Why are we not joining them? Because everybody wants a better Nigeria, but nobody is ready to take the risk.
No, that's it. But you cannot rise, you cannot produce a change without taking the risk. You cannot produce a change.
Look, people, this is a very delicate topic, but we'll try to do justice to it as much as we can. We're also trying to be very careful.
Yes.
But at the same time, people, Nigerians are suffering, people are in pain. The inflation is just too high. It's terrible, and I don't know if they don't feel it where they are. So sometimes I ask myself, if somebody of my caliber can be feeling the heat, not even feeling the heat, is burning me also. What about the man whose salary is just 70,000, 80,000? So do you know, sometimes I ask my wife, I said, does these other people go to different marketplace or you buy from the same place?
The same place.
He said it's the same thing. I said, how are they surviving? Because, like, literally, there are times where, like, if my domestic staff are busy and I'm on my way home, my wife could just say, you know what, on your way, just let me
get this,
get that. When they say the price to me, I'm like, this is just what I want to buy. Yeah, they say, yes, sir. So I just want.
Did we get it?
Yes, I needed to be sure. Most cases, I put a call across my wife to my wife and said, "Hey, how much are they selling this? Do you know yesterday? Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Yesterday they said no movement. Yeah, that was
Saturday.
Okay, on Saturday.
No, 2 days ago.
Okay, 2 days ago. Yeah, so they said no movement. I said, okay. Let me look for a salary around just to, take care of myself. So she said, please, on your way coming, let me get a pint rubber of tomatoes. I said, okay, cool, beautiful. Do you know pint rubber of tomatoes, the good one that you can even say, okay, this is good, it's 10,000? And I brought it home. I was like, okay, this can take us for how many days?
How many days?
She looked at me with one-sided
You
eye.
said how many days?
One-sided eye.
How
She
many
was
what?
she was like, "Are you serious right now?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "The worst part of it all is it's like the way they produce the tomatoes lately. When you've hit the tomatoes, you boil it, you know, it reduces
Drastically.
So everybody is busy trying to cut down cost, and we are crying every day. And these people have blocks of our treasures in their strong save room that can sustain them for or to the next generation.
Yes.
They are not bothered about it. I saw a video sometimes ago how a man store money on the ground. He employed a staff who goes underground to go and fleet the money so that inside and all of that they cannot.
That's wickedness.
Ask me how much he paid the staff. 100,000.
Can you imagine?
And that man called himself a leader.
That's not a leader. That's wickedness.
So you see, discussing about leaders in Nigeria, sir, I'm sick. Talking about leadership.
So what our leaders have actually portrayed is the qualities of bad leadership. Can you imagine this? What you just said now? Somebody who has that huge amount of money, and at the end of the day, you are paying your staff just 100,000. First of all, how many years are you going to spend that money?
That guy is busy indoctrinating money with fleets every day.
And yet we have millions of people suffering.
And at the end of the month, you give the guy 100,000.
So that's why I talked about people leadership. Any leader who don't have the heart of the people is not a leader at all.
So do we have a leader today that have the heart of the people? We don't have one.
So that's what we're saying.
So what are we praying for? I will pray. It's been a long time I pray for leaders.
No, that's the reality. That's the reality. So that's why we need to do a lot of talking, a lot of training.
Do you ever think your thoughts get to their gates, not to talk of getting to them? No,
I agree. I agree. But whether they like it or not, bit by bit, we know that some of these things happening in the land, even though they ignore it. But the truth is that they can't say they are not aware, even though sometimes they deny it publicly and try to say the opposite. But the truth is that they are aware, because even people that are not in this country, outside the country, talk about what is going on in Nigeria. We see documentaries being shown in CNN and different places about what is happening in Nigeria.
But they don't care.
They don't care. That's the word.
These people don't care how you feel. They are deaf to the cry of the people. They form deaf ear to them. They don't even listen to news. Do you think they listen to news? They just employ people to listen to this channel.
Come and tell me
listen to this channel.
What I want to hear.
Listen to this channel.
And those ones have been paid to come and say things that
they can't say otherwise. So what are we saying? Why are we here? Because at the end of the day, they will come outside again, start sharing
peanuts.
I really hope this pain have gotten to everybody. A great man of God once said, thank you. A great man of God once said, if you like a gay, vote foolishly. And again, The vote is not even the problem, because in the first place, your vote is not even
The
counting.
vote is not counting.
So you see, this is why I am, how do we solve the case of leadership in Nigeria, sir? Because the more I talk about this leadership, the more I don't want to talk about it. The more I feel like, I'm sick about it. Because at the end of the day, you have people who do conferences on leadership summit, global leadership summit. You have great men, great women that had voice on the program, but the nation still remain the same. Nothing is changing. Some people even paid money for registration to gain access into that leadership summit, thinking that after that there will be change. And when you come there, they will bring some great past, maybe president, leaders. So what are they coming to do? If a president was once in power, who didn't make the country work, what is he coming to do in leadership summit? Leadership summit should be for leaders that have successfully transformed their world, that have successfully transformed their generation. Now, sir, what is the fix of the new leader that we are having? How can we rediscover a new leader to take this nation to where it ought to be?
Yeah, so fine. Since we believe that there's a need for a change, and then we now know that we need a new set of leaders who are ready to produce that change. Now, so like it starts from the grassroots. It starts from, it doesn't have to start from the top. If we can begin to change it from the grassroots, change it from at different leadership levels, lower levels. If somebody has shown a track record at a lower level, then it's qualified for something higher. So when you see a new leader, when you're talking about new leaders who are going to produce change, what is the track record of the person? Maybe you are given a post that is just within a community or within a local government or within a society. What did you do? Those are the track record. So it's that thing that determines what you can do. Even the scripture says, he who is faithful in little will be qualified for something bigger. So we begin to see people who are ready to produce change by the track record, by the things that they have done at lower levels, at little levels, with little resources. If somebody can produce a change with little resources, then if he has bigger resources, he can do more.
Do we have any leaders in Nigeria who is currently in power at the moment that have built that good track record that we can say, okay, I think this one we can work with it? Do we have anybody like that currently in power?
Well, because this is a public show, so I don't know whether you want us to be mentioning names.
No, you don't have to mention them.
But the truth is that there will always be remnants. Everybody, just that there can be few. When you talk about 2% or 10% out of 100%, it's very small.
Very small.
Very small. But that does not mean it's not there. If you say 5% out of 100%, it's very small. But that does not mean it's not there.
So somebody watching us right now is saying, how do we actually rediscover true leadership? How do we rediscover true leadership?
Okay, so it still boils down to some of the things I'm saying. We can't stop but keep doing trainings, talking about what true leadership is. Because knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. It's true. Through knowledge, the scripture says a man will be delivered. So knowledge is key. We can't stop but talking about the right thing. This is what is meant to be done. This is the right thing. So when he that has ear, let him hear.
But do you know in Nigeria today, we are not, look at the people in power.
Yes.
they are not illiterate. They are eloquent people. They are people
Yes.
that have sound educational background. But you see, greed have a way of overruling and overriding knowledge. Greed. These people are just like a doctor who give a cancer to his patient, don't smoke.
Yes. And the smoking.
But he's smoking. He have a knowledge what smoking can do
cause.
or can cause, but he is smoking because he's addicted to it. He can't do without it. The people we have today, they are still the same thing. They know the right thing to do. But you see,
It's painful.
the average African man, this thing has been wired through them. Myself, my family, myself.
Me, myself, and I.
Me, myself, and I. Thank you. Are you getting what I'm saying? So they just want to be, something. I think I've pondered about this leadership teaching for a very long time. At the end of the day, I came up with a conclusion. And the conclusion is, listen, people, I want you to get this straight, this right. Most leaders, they want the followers to be poor so that they can continue to rule over them, oppress them. Are you getting what I'm saying? That is why they design the structure, the system in such a way that even if you want to take action, you need money to take action. So when you check your bank account, regardless of your vocabularies,
you don't have the money.
You don't have the resources. Why are you not going to the court again? Where I will allow God to judge them. I will allow God to judge them. I will allow God to judge them. Look at it. It's painful.
Very painful. Very painful. Very painful to the bone. What we see in our country is not is not the right thing.
So somebody might be asking us right now and saying, what are the levels of leadership we have in the corridor of power? What are the levels of leadership?
What do you mean by levels of leadership?
Okay, we have different type of leaders.
Yes.
Or different categories of leaders.
Yes.
So that can also break it down to levels of leadership. For example, a man who rules in government is in a different level.
Of course.
You are a leader in your house.
Yes.
You are at a different level.
That's true. Okay. Okay, fantastic. Now, it's good to know that when we teach about leadership, it's good to know that, everyone is a leader at his own sphere of influence.
Okay.
So that's why the reason why talking about true leadership cannot be stopped. Because people, even you listening to me now, or listening to us, you are a leader at your sphere of influence. A mother with 6 children, she's a leader in that home. There's a way you will influence your children that they will grow up not to misrepresent you. There's a way you influence them that they will grow up to be the change leaders that the world is waiting for. So a mother is a leader. A father in the home is a leader. If you are a man and you have a small business and you have 5 staffs, you are a leader. How do you what is the leadership skill you are and abilities that you are exhibiting? What are the characters you are exhibiting? So everyone is in his own sphere of influence is a leader. So before you get, that's why I talked about positional leadership. Before you get to the leadership in the level of position, you are a leader at your sphere of influence.
So who are the type of leaders that we can trust? Somebody might just be watching me and say, Pastor, okay, now all of these things, okay, who are they? How do I know a leader that I can trust?
You know a leader that you can trust by his lifestyle,
Okay.
by what he do. So you are not a leader by what you say, but by what you do. That's why I said earlier, leadership is by example.
It's
So
by example.
even if you carry a big title.
But do you know that people can actually fake example? They fake it.
But one thing about true leadership is consistency.
It's consistency.
So you can fake it in a moment, but you cannot fake it continuously.
Have you seen? There was a viral video circulating on the internet.
Yes.
Where one of the governor went, because it was the time of election for governorship election.
Yes.
We went and sat down with a woman that is roasting corn by his head. He want to show that leader by example, yeah?
I have a heart of the people.
I have a heart of the people. When last did you see that same governor sitting down with a woman roasting corn? Or, you see?
So those ones are propaganda. Those ones are campaign strategy.
Yeah.
So after you have won, what do you do after?
They say bye-bye to the people.
So that's the thing. So so consistency. Your character is simply what you do consistently. It's not what you do in one day. Because you can fake and pretend. A man can pretend to have a particular character, but consistency will determine whether that's your true character.
Listen, people, put the camera here. Listen, people, I hope this message gets to the right authority. Nigerians are suffering.
Really suffering.
Things is on the increase. People are depressed. People are crying. The average Nigerian cannot even afford a good meal, 1 square meal in a day. I'm not even talking about a good meal. Family go to bed hungry. I can't even remember the last time some family even bought a kilo of chicken. Do you know how much they say that now? Even me, myself, a very long time I saw turkey with my eye.
So somebody who is earning a meager salary, what
do you have to say to the people?
Okay, so with all these things we have said about leadership, the first thing I want to say, number one, everyone is a leader at his own sphere of influence. Mm-hmm. If you cannot change the world, but start changing things around you, even though it takes time for that little change you are making to affect the world or affect the society, but start changing things around you. Somebody said, if you, instead of causing darkness, light your candle. So light your own candle where you are. Be the true leader you want to see. You yourself don't portray wrong leadership. Be the true leader. Influence people around you. We have said today that leadership is influence. Influence people around you positively. Exhibit the true leadership lifestyle. That will go a long way to show that you really know what it means to have a true leader in the sphere of influence in the society. So, but talking about the general society, I know that for us to see the change we really desire, it will take some time because of the level of decay. It will take some time, but I am a believer of hope. I know I can't tell you it's 1 year, 2 years, I can't tell you, but I know that it's so. For just let's keep hope alive, keep doing the right thing, keep saying the right thing, and then one day we will see the change. But for us as individuals, for us as citizens, let's keep doing the right thing. Let's keep saying the right thing. Let's keep representing the true leadership quality you believe that the leaders out there are not exhibiting. Represent them and exhibit it where you are. And one day we will see a lot of people like you, multitude like you, who will now begin to exhibit it even in the corridor of the government. That is what I have to say.
All right, people.
Thank you so much.
Lake State. Pastor Kisley, thank you so much for being on the show. But there's something I want to quickly say here.
Yes.
You know, I know we have bad leadership,
Yes.
right? And over time, we will push all the blame to the leaders on top
In government.
in the government. And the change in leadership has to begin from the grassroots.
Correct.
Right. If you that is watching me right now, you know that what you are selling is not the original, and you are selling it, you are taking money from people, you are not helping the scope of leadership around
True.
the nation.
True.
For example, for us to have a good leadership train, it has to start from you. If what you are selling, do you know that a lot of us today, we are not truthful to ourselves? We buy something that we know this thing is not working, it's not going to last. We convince you and sell this thing to you, making you believe that this thing is going to, serve you for 2 years. They will give you warranty. They will even write a warranty on the back of your receipt. You will go home with a mind that I have a warranty for this thing, that whatever that happened, there's a guarantee that cover it. I'll take it back.
Something good.
All right. I pray that you did not run out of luck. That something happened to that thing, you have to take it back. Then you will know that even the people below are so corrupt.
Exactly.
So for us to have good leadership in government, it has to start from you, from your house. If you teach your children right, if they grow up to have access to power tomorrow, that upbringing will stay with them.
Yes.
We grow up with them. The Bible says we should train up a child in the way he should grow, so that when he grow up, he should not depart from it. Many of us today, we have wrong upbringing. We don't care. This is why people in government, when they see people that want to work really, they know them and they never give them chance, because they know this one will salvage the system for us.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? And that is where we live in today.
That's the truth.
Where evil is being celebrated. Where when you steal money, corruption is being celebrated. Siphoning of public funds is a thing of the norm. As a matter of fact, people give you awards. They will start giving you titles. They will start bringing you to all kind of events just to celebrate your years of stealing. Imagine a man owned 712 houses.
Can you imagine?
And there are homeless people in that same state or in that same city. There are homeless people. Homeless people. And this same man is holding the Bible. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at this man like this. Are you sure this is normal? Because this thing is like a virus. What are you going to do with all that money? Because as far as I'm concerned, you can only be remembered for two things: the problem you solved and the one you created.
True.
These people, the moment they exit today, as a matter of fact, there is a celebration going on out there. We are supposed to be mourning somebody, but when we are having a celebration, people are celebrating. Because when you have people in power who really don't care, who the life of the followers mean nothing to them.
It's painful.
It's sad. It's sad. Is there any hope for the people of our dear nation?
We kept saying this again and again. There is hope. There is hope. There is hope. It's just that.
All right, there's a question here.
Hope Hope deferred makes the heart sick.
All right.
But when desire comes like a tree of life, it can be deferred, but there is hope.
All right, man of God. There's a question for you here.
Yes,
It's a place. I have a question. How do you stay aligned with your vision when facing challenges?
How do you stay aligned?
Yeah, with your vision when you face challenges.
Yes, the truth about life is that no matter your vision, challenges will come.
Challenges will come.
So just know that challenges are part of life. In fact, the challenges are the breakfast of champion. If you don't face challenges, you are not a champion. You can't become a champion. So your vision will be tested.
That's right.
Your vision will be tried. And it's just like the scripture makes us to know that if you faint in the days of adversity, your strength is small.
Your strength is small.
So that's why I talked about the strength of your vision. So when your vision is tested, it shows the strength of your vision. So if you have a vision, first of all, I want to say, in the place of challenges, reconvince yourself about your vision. Reassure yourself that you are in line, that you have a purpose, and that you are going to fulfill this purpose.
That's right.
So don't be afraid of the challenges, but know that you will overcome it. So sometimes you need to probably re-strategize how you run with the vision, but don't give up when you are faced with challenges. Even if you can, somebody says, if you cannot fly, run.
So what is vision? What is vision?
Okay, well, vision can, in a clear,
because of people watching, we know we'll be talking about vision.
So in a simple term, your purpose for living, your purpose for doing a thing, why you are out there to do a particular thing.
Okay, so if we talk about purpose, what's the difference between purpose and vision?
Okay, well, most times they are interused, but purpose still has something to do with your vision.
Okay.
If you don't know your purpose while you are alive, you will not fulfill that purpose. That's why purpose is in line with, is part of the vision. So the reason why you want to do a thing, the driving force.
The reason why you want to do a thing, I think that is a word for somebody today.
Yes.
The reason why you want to do a thing is the purpose. Well, yes. I love that definition. So let's all right. When somebody is you can't have a vision and be distracted and be moved out. It's just like a man who knows where he's going. Do you say, for example, if I say, let's go to Badagry, we know our way to Badagry.
Yes.
Do we not say because there's a lot of traffic on the road, we'll have to take other route that will not lead us to Badagry? We can't try that. When you know where you are going, distraction is not possible. You will get distracted. For this person watching us, you will get distracted. But definitely you will still stay focused because you know where you are going.
Until you get there, you don't stop.
You don't stop. Because
you know where you're going.
A lot of people get distracted in the journey of their life because in the first place, they don't have a true definition to their vision and they don't even know the purpose for their vision.
Yes.
So
because if you don't know where you are going, you will follow others to go to where they are going.
Yes.
So that's where that distraction comes. If you don't have a purpose, you have several options you want to take. Probably options that have been sold to you by people.
By people.
Yes.
Yes. So there's that popular quote that always says, if you give the devil attention, he will give you direction.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Funny enough, there's this thing about life. No matter how much I love you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Even if you are following me to my destination, there is a place I will drop you.
Very true. Very true.
This is where you see God will always say, I call you alone.
Very true.
I call you alone. I call you alone. I call you alone.
Sure word.
God did not speak until Lot departed because he always, when it comes to the journey of life, sir,
yes,
God don't want us to make mistake. He speaks to us a lot. You agree to me that most of the direction you've gotten in the journey of your lifetime on earth, you've always been alone.
Very true.
God will always speak to us alone. Listen to somebody, don't be scared to be alone. Being alone is not a sign of loneliness. It's a sign of becoming a giant. Being alone is not a sign of you being afraid. Being alone is not a sign of rejection, depression, humiliation. It's a sign that God is calling you into a higher realm. Don't be afraid to start again. I know you failed many times, but do not be afraid to start again. You can start and still make it. People like us will fail many times, and we are not afraid to tell you how many times I have failed many times. The pillars of success, one of them is failure. You have to hold it strong. Till tomorrow. Somebody asked me, why do you trust so much? I said, trusting people is part of life. Because the man that God will send to make you a wealthy man tomorrow, he needs to trust you either way.
Correct.
You might not trust everybody, but you just have to trust somebody. You know. So, man of God, somebody is out there want to receive just a word of encouragement from you so that we can end up this show.
Wow, thank you. So I just want to say, no matter where you are, no matter the level you are, please don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give in. Don't be discouraged. Like that song that is gone viral, no turning back. Keep pressing. Press towards your vision. Press towards your goal. Keep doing the right thing. Have the right attitude. Keep moving. Keep taking steps. Walk towards the goal. And of course, don't be far from God. Let your trust be in God and let God direct you. Know the reason why you are alive and focus on that. And you see, the doors will open, help will come to you, grace will come to you, as long as you don't give up. That's my encouragement today. Don't give up. Keep up the fight. Your joy is on the way. Thank you.
All right. God bless you. Do not forget, my name is Dr. Richard Ewert. I look forward to see you again in our next episode. And God bless you for now. Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.